It's Jefferson, climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness! Come
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Round 4 Showdown show here for the 3 a.m. Open. Huge night here tonight. We've got this first. We'll get this out of the way, and then we've got a huge UFC card, and then the boxing match is going on, too. I can't wait to watch that boxing match and the UFC. Guy Crawford from Nebraska here. He's from Omaha, Nebraska here. Going up against Spence. Can't wait to see him cook him later on. And we got the UFC. Everything's just locking for UFC. I got all my teams finalized in there. And then Kurt, what's going on, man? You got any back to the PGA square? You got anything going on here heading into the weekend? You got some good Rainmakers teams, I hear. You got anything else rolling? I know the Showdown streets have been pretty solid for us the last 3 days. So hopefully we can carry that forward to Round 4 as well.
Yeah, Showdown's been awesome. Quadrupled and tripled up the past 2 days, and I'm not going to complain, but I've had some pretty bad breaks. It could have been sweats, but you know what? After it's all said and done, green is green. I'll take it. All my life, I've been a bankroll builder. I'm going to continue to be that and not complain. As far as Rainmakers goes, I got a serious sweat for the gated contest, which would be a free top 3 spots get a free trip to the FedEx Cup playoffs for 2. I am one of the 9 5 out of 5s in there, so hopefully I can at least get top 13, get some like $500 or something, maybe some more. Classic, I have a decent 6 out of 6 rate, but I don't have any really live soldiers, so unless something crazy happens, man. Even though I was overweight on Hodges, but still not, probably just fighting to go even in a Classic, but that doesn't matter because Showdown's been great to us and show us Rainmakers, so let's keep it going with the Showdown.
Yeah, absolutely. Diving into this, our guy JT is up near the top of the leaderboard. Not the JT some people were thinking of, but we got JT Poston up near the top of the leaderboard heading into Sunday. Lee Hodges once again putting on a clinic out there. Man, the dude's just been on fire. 63, 64, 66 heading into Sunday with a 5-shot lead over Poston there, 6-shot lead over Tony Niehaus. Down the board on 3rd place, and then Aaron Badley's in 4th place. And then we got a little bit of a tie here for T5 there. Killa Keith Mitchell, Sam Ryder. Both of those guys were guys we were on for yesterday in Showdown. JT Poston was another guy we were on at the top of the leaderboard. We can break this down, top 5 and T5 and up. So minus 12 to minus 20 there. We've got 8 guys here we can talk about. Aaron Badley had a really good putting day today. He still hit the irons all right. I don't know if I'll go back to him. Finau hit the irons bad today. He lost on both 9s with the approach, but the short game was just on fire for him today. He gained right around 4 strokes total with the short game today. Kurt, what are you doing with the top of the leaderboard here? Are we fading some of these guys? Who are we trying to pick for our winners? Usually we try and find, at least I do, I try and find 2 to 3 guys that I think can win the event, and then I like to look down on the leaderboard for the next guys I like.
Tell you what, I mean, it's hard not to like Tony. It feels like no matter what, he's having a bad putting day. He's making it up with the irons. He's having a bad iron day. He's making up with the putter. We saw how he closed here last year. I'm gonna have Tony in the lineups. Lee Hodges is just too expensive, and he'll probably just be playing to not hit the ball in the water tomorrow with a 5-stroke lead. We saw that didn't go too well for Scott Piercy last year. This was wasn't this much, but it was a similar last year when Tony chased down Scott Piercy. But yeah, so he's gonna be playing too conservative for me to really chase it. 9K, maybe he was 7.5, but so I'm good on that. So I'm gonna go Tony Finau up top, and I like Billy Ho and Mitchell. Now I probably would rank him like that. So Tony, Billy, and Mitchell. Poston, I'm not just 9.9, and I do think he'll want to avenge last year. He also shot I think 4 over on the final day when he was semi in contention. So probably will be trying to amend that and not blow up again. Just a pricing thing for me, so that's how I rank them.
The pricing on these guys is pretty wild. I don't think I've ever even thought about seeing Lee Hodges in the 9K range. JT Poston, 9,900. Wow, there's some price tags up here that I think I wouldn't mind some Poston there. I could get behind him. I like the stats wise. When he lost with the putter today, still just been nuking it with just absolutely on point with the irons. For the last 2 days, he's actually gotten better every single day. He went from gaining a stroke to gaining 2 strokes to gaining 3.6 strokes with the approach today. So I'll be back on some JT Poston there, 9,900. Hopefully the price tag keeps people off of him. I'm going to be off Finau probably tomorrow with that price tag. I'd rather play Poston for 1K cheaper. I'll probably be off Badly as well. Sam Ryder, 7,400. That's a fair price tag. He's got really good birdie upside too. He played great today aside from basically 2 holes. I mean, he shot 29 on the back 9, so you'd love to see that good mojo coming in, finishing his round with 5 straight birdies. So, I mean, that's the upside that he brings, though. You look at what he's done historically. I mean, he's a guy that can go out there and do what he did today. He made 9 birdies today, but you look at his rounds from yesterday. He made 6 birdies yesterday, and he can definitely be in that 6 to 9 birdie range again tomorrow, I think. So I'm going to be on some of him at 7,400. Billy Ho looks to have figured something out kind of there. I mean, he's up and down. I know our guy AP's got a little sweat on him. 110 to 1. He's got an outright on him. So hopefully he can kind of make up some ground there. Maybe Hodges comes back to the field, and then he's only 3 back of the second place there. So kind of going down here a little bit. Let's jump in. -10, -11, about 6 guys here. We can talk these guys a little bit. Nick Hardy was the guy I was on today for Showdown. He had a bogey-free round going. He kind of stumbled down the stretch to 17 and 18. Bogey 17 and only pars, the par 5 18th there. I think he's still fine. I always like targeting him for tournaments. He's got really good upside. He's always in that low to mid 7K, so I think he's fine. Kevin Yu was a guy I was on. He was in my core today. The dude was just nuking it right out of the gates. Shoots 29 on the front, gets it to 8 under through 11, and then just absolutely crumbles down the stretch. You just hate to see it. He played the last 6 holes at 4 over, ends up only shooting 4 under today, but I'll still go back to him some. 8,700. The price tag's up there a little bit. Maybe it keeps people off him a little bit. What are you thinking here, Kurt? -10, -11 guys. What's sticking out to you here?
The crazy thing about Kevin Yu is like the back 9's easier. The back 9's played about 3/4 of a stroke easier usually. And the fact that he just blew up on the back 9 was extremely odd. Like you think it would be him like coming on the front 9, maybe hitting 1 and 2 and losing it. But no, it was the easier back 9, which was really odd because I also had him and that hurt when we started bleeding strokes. I probably will have him in the pool tomorrow, but I don't know if he's going to make the main team at 8.7. It just feels like a lot. I don't love this range. I will play a 7.1 Hadley, but I honestly don't think I advise it because I'm pretty sure I've done this in a situation before where he's been shot a good round, semi, like top 10. He ends up blowing up, but I just can't help myself for the price tag and the fact that he just usually keeps it pretty clean. So Chesson Hadley, somewhat I really like going back to David Lipsky. Lost about 1,000.5 strokes on approach today. Normally wouldn't like that, but I think he's someone who can just get it flipped on really quick, and that can just reverse very fast. So David Lipsky, 7.5 in this range. And I got to say, man, I like look at Tyler Duncan. I like playing easy courses and stuff, but it's not happening. Nick Hardy gained like 4 strokes putting today. So no, this is really, really gross range. And I would really like it if honestly no one does good from this range besides Lipsky, because there'll be, if you added the cumulative ownership right here, it's going to be pretty high. And I would really like it if just all of them just shit the bed. I know it's not going to happen though, but
yeah, definitely. I mean, you look at this 9 under range. This is the kind of the range I really like looking at for tournaments. Once we get into this like T15, I mean, there's a big pile up of guys at T15 here. Some of these guys could definitely, they're only 3 shots back of 5th place. I mean, a lot of these guys can leapfrog those guys, steal those placement points. A lot of the ownership comes to these guys that we just talked about. A lot of those guys inside the top 10, 11, let's see, a lot of the ownership. I think we got some guys down here we can find for some really good value. A couple soldiers from me coming into the weekend have played really well the last 2 days to sneak inside the cut line, and now they're even up in the tie for 15th heading into Sunday. So you love to see that. I'll be going right back to both of them. Doug Gim, -4 today. Did great everywhere except for the putter, lost putting, gained everywhere else. Definitely like him. And then Ben Griffin was a guy I was on at the start of the season. I think you were on him too at times. I mean, he played great today outside of hole 14, where he just hit a terrible approach shot there. Made double bogey there, but 6 birdies across the board everywhere else. Definitely like Ben Griffin tomorrow at -9. They both have pretty good price tags too. Doug Gibbs, 8,300, which is fine. And then my guy Ben Griffin has an even better price tag at 7,200. I really like him. I think Ben Griffin may be a core play for me tomorrow with that $7,200 price tag and the pretty good birdie upside. What's that? 6 birdies today. Yesterday he had 6 birdies. Day 1 he had 4 birdies. So I think he can go out there if he makes 6 birdies again tomorrow at 7,200. I think you might want him in your lineups for tomorrow. And then Tyson Alexander. You remember this guy? He's a younger guy with super high birdie upsides. Finally getting something going together. He still makes bogeys, though. I mean, he's still going to make some mistakes out there. But today he only made 1 bogey, which is really good for him. He was really good with the irons. He made some putts as well, gained off the tee, lost a little around the green. But I like him as well. And his price tag is one of the punts that I'm definitely going to be high on in the playbook. 6,400 for that good of birdie upside. I like. Kurt, what's sticking out to you here? -9 range.
I'm with you on Alexander. I don't mind throwing him in the pool. Callum Tarrant and love the Ben Griffin play. The pricing's pretty low on him for top 15. I feel like he's one of the better priced guys tomorrow. I mean, so love that. I might even be aboard the core play with you. I think we already have our first showdown core play, and it'll be Mr. Ben Griffin. Callum Tarrant didn't do that bad today. I feel like he kind of just stuck around. I feel like he'll kind of get overlooked a little bit in this range. So I will go there. Aaron Rye, not a chance in hell. Doug Gim, I'm cool with it, but meh. I'm going to keep playing Dylan Wu. Stevens, I'm off. Brant Snedeker, there's not a chance in hell. So I'm probably going to rake it. Ben Griffin, Callum Tarrant, Griot for a contrarian spin up, and then Doug Gim.
Definitely like it. Griot is a guy I was high on coming into the week. Just didn't get much going today.
Yeah, so my hot take will be, it's a very hot take because
I can see him muting.
So Griot over Poston.
Yeah, it definitely could happen. I mean, 6 shots is a lot, but if he goes out there and shoots, I mean, it's definitely in the cards there.
600.
He could shoot. I mean, Grill's got the upside to go out there and shoot around like 7 or 8 under, like some of these guys we've seen do. There was a couple 6-unders today. He's definitely got that in the cards. So I like that call for sure. What's his price tag?
He's up there, 10-1.
Okay, yeah, I really like that for tournaments then. Yeah, I really like that for tournaments. I think he's a great GPP play for sure. And then we can head down -8, -7 range. We've got about 15 guys or so here in this range. -8, Garrick Higgos right there. He continues to play pretty solid golf. A bogey-free round today, 3 under par. Love to see it. Going right back to him. Gained 2 strokes approach today. I was break-even putting, break-even off the tee like him. Alex Noren is a guy I could look to tomorrow. I mean, he made an early bogey, but finishes really strong. Didn't make a bogey since the 3rd hole. Finishes out 4 under, bogey free. Love to see that. I think he's got, where's his price? 7,800. Yeah, that's a fair price tag on him for sure. I like that. SH Kim is a showdown guy. I mean, if you're looking for a high birdie upside guy for tournaments and such, look at SH Kim. Like round 2, he made like 6 or 7 birdies. Round 3, he makes 5, 6 birdies. So yeah, he made some bogeys though today. He made 6 birdies, 5 bogeys. So that's what you're gonna get with SH Kim. A lot of upside there. So I don't mind him for tournaments. I'll have him in the playbook as like a GPP type option. His price tag is 7,500. So yeah, it's not fine for tournaments and such. Max McGreevy, you haven't seen that name in a while. He had a horrible day putting today. He lost nearly 3 strokes putting today, but gained over a stroke everywhere else. So I think he's fine. What's his price tag? Max McGreevy, 6K flat. Yeah, I think you can throw him in to your pool if you're an MMEing. I think Max McGreevy is definitely a guy you can throw in there. He's had pretty good scoring. He ended round 2 strong, carries it over to round 3, ends round 1 strong too. I mean, he's played those last 3 or 4 holes really good, except for today. He made double bogey on 17. I must hit it in the water there. What's catching your eye here? -7, -8. Are you on par with those guys, or like a guy we talked about on the Tuesday show was Grayson Murray? He did not play that well today, but it was all with the short game, it looks like. What are you doing here? 7 and 8 under.
Yeah, I'm not playing Grayson. I mean, Grayson Murray, the hothead. The first thing that sticks out was we got some true Sunday killers. Well, 2 Sunday killers, and then there's Alex Noren, who's like a decent Sunday play. But Cam Davis, Patrick Rogers, 2 spin ups, but guys who can get hot and have performed on Sundays. I love playing Sunday P-Rod. He's a GPP play because he will let you down. So do not play him in cash for like maybe single entry stuff. Cam Davis the same way. He kind of pissed the bed today, but still
he saved it late.
He saved it late, exactly. And I like a guy who can score on those par 5s. And same thing with P-Rod. He can do the same thing. So I do have interest there. Man, I just think there's such. I really could see one of them nuking in some large field GPPs. Alex Noren, I like the price. I think he does enough tomorrow. Higio, I really like this range a lot because I like the Higio call too. And then I don't mind some Tom Hoagie, but I feel like he's probably going to blow up a little bit tomorrow. So I love those 4: Cameron Davis, P-Rod, Noren, Higio.
Yeah, I think Cam Davis, I was just trying to find his price tag. I think he's a great tournament play at 9,500.
But the thing is, I don't know if you ran into the problem today when I was building. It was just like I kept coming on the ability. I was like, oh, wow, a low lineup where I finished with, I can jam in Hideki and Tony. Oh, again. And I was like, wait a minute. I stopped, cleared them all. I was like, I'm not building like this. And thank God I did because it probably saved my day because Hideki did bad. And it was really Tony. I ended up just going Tony because I'm hedging him in my Rainmaker. So I think it's the same way. I think you kind of get weird with who you play up top a little bit. Like maybe don't play post and throw in like a Griot or don't play them together, but throw in like a Griot or Cam Davis because one of those guys can get nuclear hot. I just would not play them together. Do not play them together. There's someone going to pull a John Rahm tomorrow. A high-priced guy who's not at the top is just going to go like 8 under and pull I call it the John Rahm. That's what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely can see that happening. We're getting down into -6 guys now. The further we get down the leaderboard, I kind of tend to be very selective if guys down here that I want to play. The one guy is MJ Daffy, Defoe, however you say the name. We go back and forth every time. Drew says it's Daffy. He played golf with him at one point in time back in college, I believe. He gained 2 strokes approach, gained a stroke off the tee, lost over 3 strokes with the short game. I think he's a guy we could go back to tomorrow at 6 under par. The price tag on him is fair at 7,300. I think he's a guy I'll be looking at if I'm looking at guys down here, -6. Justin Sue, however you say his name as well. He started out just absolutely horrible today. He was 4 over through 7 holes today. Turns it on late though. I mean, he shoots 39 on 32.
As someone who had him, it was a complete opposite, and I was in fucking shambles, buddy. I was in shambles.
Oh no, he started on the back 9, didn't he?
I wanted to cry, Snyder. I
just seen the star up there. Yeah, I forgot they went off on both 9s. Trying to bring up the bad.
It's okay. It's okay. You didn't mean to, but it's hurtful.
At least he made a birdie on the last hole in on hole 9.
That's true. Like I did go up a couple dollars. So
yeah, that's my bad. I just seen the star there next to the deal.
It happened.
Forgot they went off on both 9s today. That's my bad. But at least he played good at one point in time.
I'm playing him again tomorrow.
It's got great birdie upside for the
price. When you putt that well, like
no.
What's he priced at?
He made 1 good putt, it looks like. Looking at the individual stats from holes, he made like 1 really good putt today.
Good. Save them all for tomorrow for us, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't mean to interrupt. Keep going.
Oh, no, you're fine. I think like an Adam Wong is fine. 7K flat, he's fine for tournaments. I don't think I won't play Hideki tomorrow. I'm just not a big Hideki fan, and I bought into him today. Outside of a couple of holes though, he was all right. I mean, he still made 4 birdies today. Just needs to eliminate the mistakes definitely tomorrow. He made a double on 17, bogeys a par 5, and then doubles 2. But outside of that, he was fine. He just didn't play the par 5s good at all today at even par. Henrik Norlander, 200 today. Sure, if you want to go there at 6,400 as like a punt play for tournaments, I probably won't. But anything here -6 for you that you like?
This is super raw. I'm with you on MJ. Justin Sutton, like I said, I know 8-4 is not the greatest price tag. Steven Yeager, another spend up. I like. Man, Auberg really pissed the bed today. This is rough down here. Wow. Okay. So I want to give out one more value, semi-value. I guess it would be Adam Long. What did he do today? Let's see. Because he's 7K flat. I mean, I love being dyslexic. I have no idea what's happening. Let me just type in his name. Cool. Okay. All right, yeah, lost 4 strokes on approach. I think that can flip the script. What's he on the event? Yeah, I don't mind it. I'll play some Adam Long, 7K flat. I mean, he can get some top 20 points still. But besides that, I actually don't love much down here. The thing is, the guys I would say like are just too expensive, and I don't really feel like it's giving people who may be only entering 1 to 3 lineups the best advice. If you're maxing, I would probably just, besides Hideki, I want all the high price guys. I think Auberg can shoot a 6-7 under and put up a good score. But not much. Hopefully you have some more conviction down here because I'm just with you on MJ. Sprinkle along.
Not away from that. Just a couple guys I mentioned there, Stu and MJ. Get down to this -5, -4 range, and even.
Oh, I got one. Sorry, I got one for final one.
Okay,
lowest guy will go. Mr. Trevor Cohn. I'm pretty sure he did good for me at the Barbasol or the Barracuda. Yeah, so the Barbasol, he got 3rd at the Barbasol, made the cut at the shitty Barracuda last week. He's just lost it. So round 2, he lost it the short game. Again, just lost it a little bit. But he's good off the tee. So that's all we're caring about. 6.6. I'll take a stab on Mr. Trevor Cohn.
Okay. Yeah, I can get on board with that. I'm just looking at some of these other guys. I don't think I'm going to get to any of these other guys. Rough day for Mr. Augusta Nunez today. He shot 10 over par. He took a 12 on hole 9.
Oh, I love that kid, bro. I stopped playing him a couple weeks ago, but I'm rooting for him.
Not every day you see a 12 on the scorecard from a PGA professional. Dude was 8 over on hole 9 alone. Rough scene for Mr. Nunez.
Oh, God. So bad, bro.
It's not good.
Very, very bad.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much else myself down here. None of these guys really played well today as a result of them being down here. Maybe Bryce Garnett, if you want to look at guy that has decent mid-cut experience here. He made 5 birdies round 2. He's got decent birdie upside. What's his price tag? Bryce Garnett, 6,600. Yeah, if you want to throw him in your pool for 150 or something, I could get on board with that. But not much else for me down this far down the leaderboard. What about you, Kurt? Anything else you got in the needles in the haystack down here?
We'll give him Garnett for you, and we'll give him Cone for me. And I mean, guys, just know what you're expecting. Like it's freaking Bryce Garnett and Trevor Cone, so don't expect them to go out there and be world beaters tomorrow. The value's kind of tough, so we gave you the guys that we think could maybe, keep it afloat. That's all.
Let's just kick into our showdown core then for the people here. I think we can start it off with Mr. Ben Griffin then at 7,200 if you're fine with that one.
Yep.
What else are you thinking? Someone else that we kind of like together we can throw in.
So a couple, I think I got Higio is one maybe. And then, I don't know, did you like Billy Ho?
Yeah, he's fine. I don't mind it.
I'll keep Billy Ho for me. So let's do
600 is a really good price tag for where he's at. Yeah, I think we can go there.
Okay, we'll go Billy Ho. And then you can get started for yours.
And then I'm going to go find a guy. I'm going to go with Doug Gim then as well. Give me my guy, Doug Gim.
I will go. Give me Grillo.
I like it.
Marshfield.
Perfect. Yeah, that's a great core we got established there. Forgot to tell you guys that the like, subscribe really helps us out a lot. Use that promo code SUMMER33 for 33% off, which that promo code is only going to be alive for maybe 2, maybe 3 more days, I think. I know definitely by Thursday when the big announcement comes out, that promo code will no longer be available come Thursday. So get on over, join the movement. Summer 33 for 33% off, includes all sports, one price. We got a huge night ahead of us now with round 4 showdown. The playbook will be up here soon. We got UFC just kicked off. Big T's already got a bet on Twitter. So be following along for Big T's Twitter for all the winners tonight. Kurt, any final thoughts for you?
No, everyone run pure. Have a great weekend. Appreciate y'all watching.
Yeah, thanks a lot for watching. We appreciate it as always. Thanks a lot, everyone, and always run pure.